Are quail chicks messy? Well, this is overnight. I can't actually describe the smell, but it isn't pleasant. And this is what they've done to the place. So the way we clean this up is I have another smaller holder. I put them in, and the lid's just to the side a tiny bit so they have plenty of air. And then we can get them all cleaned up because this is completely empty. We're doing 3 layers thick of paper towel, and they're making a disaster. Some people have recommended using puppy pee pads. If you decide to go that option, please make sure that it's not the kind that are specially treated for attracting the puppies to them. You'd want something that was completely natural. I chose not to because you see how they're pecking. I didn't want them to get anything foreign in their little throats. So we are using plain paper towels. You hear that peeping? That's my baby that's not going to make it. She's kind of a dwarf, and she's just not getting any bigger. Her head's still the same size, but she's almost wasting. We've been giving her supplemental feedings. We're warming her up. I always feel like she looks a little cold and not very fluffy. Hey, dude, wake up. You're getting trampled. Get up, buddy. There you go. So that's my last hat. She's a little slower than the rest. But I think he'll make it. He's just a little slower. But this little girl, I don't think she's going to make it. She's the size of a peanut. Like everybody, but she's just a little shrivelly too. So she's been getting supplemental feedings. But she's smaller and weaker. I was going to record it clean, but unfortunately, I wasn't fast enough. We're kicking all the food out already. It was immaculate like 3 seconds ago. My mom's helping me because they're very jumpy, and I've got the one baby and I can only use one hand. And she is excellent at putting things back. Although she just told me not to jinx her, and I said it again. Right, here they are back inside their tote. And I keep the thermometer there. Mostly because I like to perch on it. I have to re-clean it every day. They're very, very dirty little fellows, aren't you guys? I have mine set up, so I have a top light. And then underneath I have a special, it's a pad that if like a cat or bunny would lay on it in the winter, it would keep them warmer. And because they're such lightweights, they don't actually make it as warm as I thought they would. But it's still some cozy extra bottom heat. And so I have the, just to make sure it doesn't get too hot, I do leave the thermometer in there. But refilled the food again already. They eat very fast. You do need to make sure with baby quail you do not get just regular chick feed. Make sure you get something very high in protein. Turkey starter is good if you can't find quail feed. And it has to have very little crumbs. They will waste the bigger crumbs. So it looks like a lot, but it's because they throw out the bigger crumbs. Because they can't eat them as easily. I forgot to show you guys the top of my setup. The very first 2 days, I actually used the lid that came with the tote, and I had a piece cut out, and I had screen taped into it. It quickly becomes too humid, so by about day 3, you have to change it to something a little bit more air intake friendly, so I use a big screen, and then I put a cloth over top to keep all the heat from coming out. But this is basically how it works. If you're brooding ducks, you probably also want to drill holes in the side for ventilation because ducks are just gross little creatures. But with the quail, this is enough. And they're going to outgrow this in another day or two. They really grow fast. Right now almost everyone's asleep. And we're changing over their feeder for a bigger feeder now because they can reach in and peck a little bit. So we don't need the margarine lid anymore. We're going to go for a normal chick feeder. And then in about a week, they're going to be able to go to the longer red feeder that has a whole bunch of spaces around the edges. That's just a little too high right now. So it's a constant moving them, kind of graduating them from step to step. And it's fast because by 6 weeks they're laying eggs.